He's in the bushes.
There's a lot of bushes, Jono.
It's literally like 50 feet in front of you.
Wow. I'm down. Hello everyone, HazBo here, and in today's video I'm bringing you part 2 of the SOG Prairie Fire review. You can catch part 1 by clicking the link appearing in the top right of your screen, or alternatively you can find the link in the description. So we've already touched on the core aspects of this creator DLC, but now we'll take a delve a little bit deeper, taking a look at the campaign, the new game mode titled Mic Force, new editor modules, and my final thoughts on whether you should buy this or not. I mean, I kinda have gave that away already with the massive amount of praise I included in part 1. However, just like in part 1, I will include some, well, I wouldn't say negatives, but certainly points to bear in mind before you hit that checkout button. In fact, should we just get that out the way first? Be under no illusion, people, SOG Prairie Fire is heavily geared towards a Vietnam cooperative multiplayer experience. Whilst the campaign missions can indeed be played solo, I believe there is no scaling involved. So, depending on your actual skill level, this may or may not be a bit of a problem for you. There are, of course, a couple of single player scenarios, but these are more kind of aimed towards introducing you to the weapons, vehicles, enemies and basic tactics of the era. That being said, there is already scenarios being pumped out in the ArmA Free workshop, including ports of popular existing missions. The popular Dynamic Recon Ops is a great example. This has already been ported, so this provides you with very accessible dynamic mission generator from the get-go. Single player aspects to one side, the missions here are very neatly done. Role selections include both the MACV SOG teams and the pilot roles for those who like getting their buddies out of the scrape. Much like the official Apex campaign, it features drop-in and drop-out capability. The campaign is only 5 missions long, however your playstyle will dictate your playthrough time, so let's take a look at the first mission as an example of what to expect. Titled Eldest Son, your mission here is to land at one of the few predetermined LZs, pick up the trail or supply route, and then sabotage by placing booby-trap supplies in an enemy logistical outpost. The premise is indeed simple, but once you're on the ground, you're behind enemy lines, and your insertion has probably not gone unnoticed. There is voice acting and narration, both of which will offer sound advice. In this instance, get the hell away from the LZ and lie low for a short while.
Good choice. This LZ is pretty small. Hell, the enemy might not even watch it. Once you hit the ground, move fast, then hide for 10 minutes and listen.
In 2 of my free playthroughs of the mission, we could hear the VC shouting orders and running past us whilst we lay behind rocks, logs, bushes, or anything else that could conceal us. You can let them pass and stealthily proceed on mission, or risk an engagement, but believe me, a small firefight can quickly escalate into a major engagement as nearby enemies rush to the sound of the gunfire.
Shit.
Talking of gunfire, there are nice touches such as the sound of trackers firing in the air. This was a common VC tactic at the time to either draw a unit into a fight, or even to purposely make them move away from it and force them into a much larger ambush.
Tracker! His signal shots mean the NVA is on your ass. Plant some toe poppers and evade. Dogleg back and forth to throw them off.
At this point you're probably going to be using the custom medical system. The medical system allows you to drag and carry the casualty, stabilise to stop the bleed out, and then lastly resuscitate. On the flip side, if you're the one injured, you can roll onto your belly and continue to fight, although you will be woefully inaccurate and will be subjected to follow-up shots, what will make you dead really. A very neat touch is the addition of voice lines as you're giving or even receiving medical attention. It's just one of those little things that can really add to the overall atmosphere and experience.
Fucking recoil.
Watch it fall, VC. They come now.
Into the grass.
I knew you wouldn't leave me here for VC.
After picking up the trail, we investigate a point of possible enemy encampment. It looked lightly guarded, but we spotted and avoided a few tripwires here and there.
Oh. Traps! Traps nearby.
Where?
I've got a trap.
I haven't got a thing for it. Yeah. Right next to me. There's a tripwire there.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, that's fucking awesome! Scary, but awesome. Navigating around these and winning a subsequent firefight, I encountered this. Death by poo sticks.
Don't know why I need.
Oh! What was that?
Looks like you got shot in the back or the side.
Oh my god, you got hit by a punch trap.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Shortly after this, we get ambushed on our way out of the camp. And this is going to give you a little idea of how close engagements can be. Take a look.
Shit round me. They're in this bush somewhere.
Oh shit! Look how close we got! Upon completing our main objective, we are relentlessly pursued by the enemy. We opt to head away from the predetermined emergency LZ and towards a marker just simply named boats. Because we had already been detected, our ride was already being utilised by the VC. What followed was a long-running battle through the jungle, nestled against the riverbank. All the while, air support overhead was napalming the living shit out of everything around us.
0, 9, 8.
Gotta be way out of here. I don't trust these fucking rocks. We're gonna get Homage. You know how it goes. Backed into a ball.
Oh, I've just been killed. One shot.
I'm in the water. Get out of here.
No, I'm in
Oh
the
no,
water.
they're coming around! Oh my god, Jesus!
Oh, what a place you put us.
Oh, there's another one, Sam. There's more. Look at him floating away in the river. Jesus Christ!
Also, that's
We managed to snipe the boat's gunner and driver. It was hilarious though. We were tracking down the boat thinking it was some sort of cruiser at first. Then the realisation set in. It was, for all intents and purposes, a powered canoe. It's not the boat I was expecting. I was thinking of one of them big patrol boats.
There's a squad coming, there's a fucking squad coming!
Oh shit, yeah. Oh. Oh.
Hands up, lads.
You'll notice streams of VC in the background attempting to cross the bridge and give chase. The napalm strike that followed us casting away off the bank was epic for two reasons. One, it was beautifully timed and gave us that fuck yeah feeling. And number two, it was unscripted, it just happened. And to be fair, this sums up Prairie Fire perfectly, simply because it provides these epic moments and experiences. ArmA 3 is showing its age, but this creator DLC reminds us why we fell in love with ArmA in the first place. It's homage not only just to the Vietnam War, but to ArmA itself. You can probably imagine at this point what the extraction was like, just another epic moment. I'm going to be leaving it there for the campaign. You guys just, honestly, you just have to experience it for yourself, end of. Moving swiftly and briefly onto Mike Force. For a seasoned ArmA player, think KP Liberation mixed with Invade and Annex with a hint of KP support ops. You branch out from your main airbase and FOBs, destroying AA emplacements, weakening garrisons, building custom player-made FOBs, and shifting supplies and materials to keep these said FOBs and its fortifications active. I could probably dedicate a whole video to this game mode, but rest assured it is a good blast. Do check the official wiki and the numerous YouTube guides out there already for a more detailed look. My first two installments of the Moment series are all captured from Mike Force. It's action heavy and provides some really memorable experiences. Word of warning though, your first 30 minutes is probably going to be you scratching your head wondering what the hell is going on as choppers zip back and forth overhead and random players start asking you to load MGs, mortars and supplies onto a chopper. Just get through that first confusing 30 to 60 minutes and I'm sure you'll come to love it. Also included with this creator DLC are a vast amount of new objects. The new ones are mostly geared around fortifications and base structures of US and Vietnamese construction, with notable inclusions of tunnel and cave systems. A sizable amount of existing structures have either been retextured or furnished, which brings much needed new life into all too familiar structures. Honestly cannot wait to see what the community starts making when combining these new assets together. and along with the older stuff as well. SOG Prairie Fire also boasts some really nice new custom modules as well, ranging from advanced logistical actions, aircraft rearm modules, advanced revive systems, all the way to the custom tracker modules featured in the campaign and Mike Force. You can find information in the Prairie Fire wiki in the description. Also a shout out to Sirloin Sandwich. He's made some quite informative videos on these. You can find his channel listed below in the description as well. Alas, before my final conclusion, I'd like to point out another gripe or downside. ArmA is the better part of a decade old now, and whilst never at the forefront of performance, SOG Prairie Fire really stretches the real virtuality engine to the limit. Slowdowns are noticeable. While not crippling, you can certainly feel them at times, especially in Mike Force. However, Mike Force is still in beta, and we may yet see improvements in this department. This, and the couple of gripes mentioned in part 1 aside, is it actually worth a purchase? And to answer simply, yes. Team Savage had a lot to live up to. The quality set by its predecessor, Global Mobilization, in terms of asset quality and eventual quantity, people's expectations of a creator DLC, providing an unforgettable Vietnam War gaming experience, and lastly, respecting the legacy and the memories of the guys that were there. I'm going to be honest, I'd not even heard of MACV SOG forces before, so I think it's fair to say I do now, and thus, in knowing, they shall live forevermore. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've been HazBo. If you've enjoyed the 2-part review, I'd really appreciate a click on the old like button. And have a good browse around the channel, there may be other things that kind of butter your toast. Consider subscribing for more content. Either way, have a great day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!
They shoved it to the ground. What the